The next stage of work for one of the busiest motorway junctions is set to commence in a week's time, bringing road closures and disruption to traffic. An aerial photograph of junction 10 of the M6 shows the work still going on to add the new and wider bridges above the motorway and safely demolish the existing bridges over the two carriageways. The first of the two bridges on the southern side of the roundabout is set to be demolished over a 3-day period. So it's going to be demolished, the old one.
Yeah, I've been to look.
For a 3-day period from 8 p.m. on Friday, May the 6th to 6 a.m. on Monday, May the 9th, with contingency weekends put in case of work not being able to progress. The demolition work will mean completely closing junction 10 along both carriageways of the M6 and diverting traffic up and over the junction, as well as closing the northbound entry slip to junction 9 near Wednesbury. A spokesman from the National Highway says, "We have also scheduled a contingency weekend for later in May should we not be able to go ahead with the work due to unforeseen circumstances. We're expecting severe delays during the closure and we're asking drivers to avoid using the M6 where possible. The Northern Bridge will also be demolished at a later date, which has not been yet confirmed. Ahead of the demolition work, resurfacing work on the south side of the M6 Junction 10 roundabout will continue until Saturday to raise the existing road surface up to the level of the new South Bridge. This will mean road closures will continue on the 454 Wolverhampton Road, westbound from Tempest Dry near the KFC to the roundabout, with diversions in place on the old Pleck Road diverting across M6 Junction 9. Other diversions will see southbound traffic on the M6 diverted along the A454 Wolverhampton Road eastbound to Old Pleck Road and then onto the M6 Junction 9.
So, well, my little bunch of bridge-o-maniacs, I know you're going to ask me, you're going to say, Reggie, why are we back at the bridge? Because we were here not so very long ago. Well, let me tell you, the next weekend, this is all going to be shut down and they're going to start pulling the bridges down, the old ones. So I thought we'd have one last look, because I don't really know if I'm going to get access to here next weekend, because I'm guessing all the workers will be here and there'll be people in orange jacket. By the way, I'm in disguise. Look, I've got my hard hat and I've got my orange jacket, so they might not think I'm a bridge jumper and they might not come here so quick. But look, anyway, they're doing quite well, aren't they? They've got a few days to finish that off, but I know, look, do you remember we were looking, they finished the brickwork, you know, down here. They finished that off nice and tidy, haven't they? Done a really nice job of that. And they're coming within the level, aren't they? So we're not going to spend much time. Remember, that's my favourite place. That's where the steps were in the very beginning. We're not going to spend much time here, because I'm guessing they'll come and kick me off. So let's go and see the bit that I really want to show you first. But they're getting on really well with it, look. Can you see? This again, look, it's nearly level. Remember, we saw them do the block, didn't we, and the concreting, and they're just doing the final tying up, and this block work's done. Oh, they're fair on flying with it, aren't they? You know, you don't realise, we saw all the concrete underneath, and you don't really realise what's under the ground that you just drive over. So anyway, the bit I want to show you is over there. So I'm going to cross over here and make my way around before I get thrown off. So here we are. Ooh, look, we've made our way over to here. We'll have a real good view at the... I know the barriers should be shut, but they're not, and I'm not really going to walk on site just because the gates are open. But look, I think that's the bridge that's going to come down next weekend. and I'll show you why in a minute, why I think so. But can you see the old bridges? These are the old bridges. I read somewhere long time ago that they were sinking, or somebody told me they were sinking, and someone's also told us they've seen a big crack as you drive underneath them. So so let's concentrate on this one, because I think this is the one that's coming down first. They're gonna shut this down, and I'll show you why I think that now. Let's go and take a walk over there. By the way, do you remember we looked at this, didn't we? Do you remember we looked at it? It was a big square. It was a massive big square of steel block, and here it is now done. See all the tie wire on the floor where they've been tying them and shuttering them. Look, done a really tidy job of the corners, really smooth. These are what the rebar, there was a shuttering plywood here with 4x2s on the back of it, and this what was holding it together, rebar. That might go all the way through. So then they tightened this up against the steelwork, and then they filled it with concrete. So that's how they kept, you know, the sides of the boxes on. They tied it on, and you can see now, look, there's a sheet of 4x2, and this is where they met. Pretty good, really smooth joint there. Here, look. So I did this in two pieces. Yeah, 3 connections held it on. So this was formed that way, and this way this came apart. Yeah, so it was held together, and then the ends were put on. Yeah, brilliant, very good. That's a piece of trim. Do you remember way back we saw a little trim round all the edge? Well, that's just to take the corner off to make it nice and good. Look, I guess that helps with erosion. I bet you it rots less when it hasn't got a sharp corner on it. Yeah, it's looking really good and really smooth. They've the way they've got this like this is they've had a concrete poker, and they've vibrated this in properly. See, it's when you get holes is when you haven't vibrated it in properly, but this has been not only put in but vibrated in, and it gives you a lovely smooth surface. Really good. Oh, look at them. Oh, look at them. Oh, shall I, shan't I? That's stealing off site. Oh, I would so love to bring them with me, but we're not here to do that. There's the rebar, look. Oh, well, I'll have to do with a picture, won't I? Will I put one in my pocket or 2 or 3? No, I better not. No, I've come here to take the film. I haven't come here to get myself into trouble. Although, bye bye bolts. Right, come on, let's get over the other side now then. So we've chosen the narrowest bit. This is the bridge that's going to go first. Keep your eyes open. Let's go. Yep, we're across. Now you see how they're marrying that from over there. See where the murk is, and that from over here. Lovely smooth. That's how they're going to. It's quite a twist. Look at this. Oh, more bolts. Oh, more bolts. Then you see the curbing, and you can see, can't you? See how the rain runs in off the road. I guess there's another layer to put on this. This isn't the last. Might be. No, I don't think so. There's another layer to go on top of this. And then do you see how you've seen all the holes at the side of the road and runs down this curb end. Do you see there's a curve on it? So is that a collection of straight ones, or is that a collection of slightly curved ones to make that curve? That would be interesting to know, wouldn't it? See, dug the old post. Talk about this post isn't going to move. That's a lovely bottom to a post, isn't it? Look at this. Oh, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And look at the width of it. Oh, look at the pavement. But again, I don't know why. It goes narrow here. It's quite wide there. Is that for speeding vans to sit up there and to catch you? Or why is that wide like that? Or is it just the way it is? Look, there's a curve in there. It goes around, look. But anyway, I'd say this is nearly, look, this is the new, we're on the new bridge. Do you remember all the beams coming? It's amazing, isn't it? I don't think it's may have just about been a year. I don't think it's a year since this wasn't here. You know, it would be nice to say we're the first people to stand on here. Nice big tall edges. So, you know, we had on this M6 there's been a few sad stories, so the big fencing will help. At least somebody will spot somebody going and attempting. So I'm not going to go near the edge just in case the cameras are watching and they think I'm a jumper. Not a woolly jumper. See? Really? This is going to be the last time. This is going to be hectic. Oh my God! When this gets going, they're queuing up now there, look. Going south. They've done it over this weekend, they've done it on railway work, so southbound traffic's quite busy. So here they are, look. Let's go and have a look. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. I wonder where they're probably gonna lift that in somewhere, aren't they? I wonder where that's gonna go. We haven't seen. Let's take a look over this edge here. Let's take a look over this edge. How they doing here, look. I'm guessing that's a base for the sign. And this is the motorway. Let's go over here. We weren't sure what they were going to do with this corner, were we? Let's take a look at this corner. I don't know. I think the traffic's going to be... They've got some doing to do, haven't they? Look at the thickness of the... Look. They do it with stone, don't they? The base, roll it in. Then there's the one layer, and there's the other layer, look. And I'm guessing there'll be one more finished layer. And this is the joint where the bridge and the... Where were we? I'm guessing this is the big slab, isn't it? This is where the steel beams are under here, because we're still what's it? This is where the joint is. Remember we stood here and this huge block, there's a massive block of concrete under here. Oh my God, there is. And look, we weren't sure what they were going to do with the cut. Oh look, can you see? Now, is that the earth come down, or is that maybe why they've like re-strengthened it at some time? They put this here, the bottom layer, and then they surfaced it, and maybe at a later time came back and surfaced it again. Amazing. Look at the old, I don't know how old I guess this bridge is one of the original bridges from when they first built the M6. So it would be quite old. Let's have a look down there. Oh, be careful. What are they going to do with this corner? See, there's a pillar. It's definitely can you see down there the pillar? So there's two beams here because there's a pillar there and a pillar there, look. So I'm guessing they're going to continue bringing this way when that goes. That might be interesting. I'm hoping there's a footpath going over, so we should be easy to get to it. And how have they dealt with this corner? We can't quite... Oh yeah, we can. Let's go this way. Let's see how they dealt with this corner here, look. There's the shuttering, look. It's plywood, but it's thick plywood. It's real strong plywood on the boards. And you see the holes? That's where the acros went through. Not the acros, the bar, the rebar went through. Oh look. You can see now, can't you? They've done the base. That steel is going to get lifted and put on here, because you can see the corner, can't you? And that'll be the corner that goes into another chunk of concrete here, which will then, see the up bits will form that, and then they'll put the barriers on it, so that will continue along here around the corner. And I guess that's another big sign that's going to be there. Oh, look at that. I wonder what they're going to do with that. See, the blocks have seemed to come to an end, and they've put a steel ledge on it. I wonder if the blocks will continue. I wonder if that's there for a reason. Lovely. And see, you can see now the original road came in that way, and how they've jinked it across, look, and they've widened it. There was lots of trees and bushes, and they've knocked all that down, so one lot's going to go this way and the other lot's going to go this way. Ooh, and of course manholes. That'll be, I'd say, that's mighty deep. I mean, it could even be, oh, alarm's coming. Let's go forward just in case. Let's get near the road. Here they are, can you hear it? Dun dun, bad boys, what they're gonna do when they come for you. So here we are again, look, another big sign. So hopefully there'll be plenty. Look, there was one over there, wasn't there? There's one here, and there's one over there. So hopefully, is this gonna be a gantry? Oh yeah, this is gonna be an overhead sign. Look, it's gonna come up there, come across the top, and it's gonna go down there, look. Yeah. So let's make it back to the car then. Let's cross as little lanes as we have to. So 2 lanes, stand in the middle. Let's go over here, cross 2 lanes, run. 2 lanes, stand here in the middle for a bit. Let this traffic go and wait for it to stop again. So do you remember we were talking to the blokes working on that manhole, and they were right by the side of that. There's a footpath that goes up between the houses, look, and a lady just come on a push bike. So I'm guessing, because it's new rules and regulations and roads and all that, I'm guessing they'll be putting some sort of cycle path across the top of it, I guess.
The next stage of work for one of the busiest motorway junctions is set to commence in a week's time, bringing road closures and disruption to traffic. An aerial photograph of junction 10 of the M6 shows the work still going on to add the new and wider bridges above the motorway and safely demolish the existing bridges over the 2 carriageways. The first of the 2 bridges on the southern side of the roundabout is set to be demolished over a 3-day period, so it's going to be demolished, the old one.
Yeah, I've been to look.
For a 3-day period from 8 p.m. on Friday, May the 6th to 6 a.m. on Monday, May the 9th, with contingency weekends put in case of work not being able to progress. The demolition work will mean completely closing junction 10 along both carriageways of the M6 and diverting traffic up and over the junction, as well as closing the northbound entry slip to junction 9 near Wednesbury. A spokesman from the National Highway says, "We have also scheduled a contingency weekend for later in May should we not be able to go ahead with the work due to unforeseen circumstances. We're expecting severe delays during the closure, and we're asking drivers to avoid using the M6 where possible." The Northern Bridge will also be demolished at a later date, which has not been yet confirmed. Ahead of the demolition work, resurfacing work on the south side of the M6 junction 10 roundabout will continue until Saturday to raise the existing road surface up to the level of the new South Bridge. This will mean road closures will continue on the 454 Wolverhampton Road, westbound from Tempest Dry near the KFC to the roundabout, with diversions in place on the old Pleck Road diverting across M6 junction 9. Other diversions will see southbound traffic on the M6 diverted along the A454 Wolverhampton Road eastbound to Old Pleck Road and then onto the M6 junction 9.
So